go. Battery changed. So I'll do just plug in this light for when I need to put it on ready. There we go. I should address something anyway. I've had a few people on about doing videos about Decca, and why do I don't bother? Well, there's a couple of reasons really. One, I have to be perfectly honest. You mention Decca's name in title, and it does get a hell of a lot more views. But also, you see, I come across Decca last year. I used to be a fan. Well, not a fan. Sounds a bit much that, but I used to be a supporter. I like the lad. Because I've had mental health problems on and off most of my life. And at the time he was doing his mental health bit. You know, like he's a big guy and that, into fighting and stuff, and I thought, yeah, I could maybe relate to that lad a bit. And then as time went on, all you'd hear from me is, oh, you should join, mate, you should join this much a month, that much a month. Never giving any real fucking solutions or good answers to your mental health problems. Do you know what I mean? Just all about him. And then I started getting some messages. Plus I started doing a few videos on supporting his bare knuckle events. And people had sent me messages, but it's like, ants are not fucking concrete, so I'll do what I like, thanks. And then I started hearing a little bit more and that, and it was like, well, I'm still a year old, you know, definite. I'll stick with what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? They haven't done all wrong to me. And the stuff that people were saying, I couldn't find that much proof of, to be honest. But then as time went on, I did start to get a bit suspicious, and a few people reached out to me, and people that I think are pretty sound, to be honest. There were some people that reached out that I didn't think were sound, but a couple in particular that did. And so I started thinking about it a little bit more. So at that point, I suppose you could say I was on the fence. But then he started with this Decca Cashman crap. Do you know what I mean? Call me Decca Cashman and fucking saying he feels sorry for that fucking lad and all that sort of shite. Do you know what I mean? The way he talks to that woman that he thought we were fucking dating. I mean, people say on that, it's like, oh fucking hell yeah, but he was set up. Yeah, I know he was set up, but he didn't have to say what he said. So when he starts fucking saying that to that woman, horrible stuff about fucking abusing her and fucking her with a balaclava on, and then fucking all that, supporting that Cashman after what he did, and I spoke to myself, I thought, you know, this isn't fucking someone I want to show support to. And then so that's how I started doing videos about him. I didn't know at first, when I started doing videos about him, negative videos, that they'd get big numbers. Well, not big numbers, but big numbers for me. And so that's why I do videos about him. I don't just say out on my videos, do you know what I mean? I try and stick to, for want of a better word, the facts. Like I say, do I know he's a nonce? No, I don't. Do I think he has a good attitude around women? Not at all. Do you know what I mean? Do I think he's a liar? Yes. Do I think he can be funny? Yeah. And in some ways, I do think it's a shame that he's fucking, the stuff about him ended up, well, the stuff that I know is true. Do you know what I mean? It's just a shame that worked out like that. Plus, I did find him entertaining. I mean, I find him entertaining now, but for a whole different set of reasons. Do you know what I mean? I know he barefaced lies. And if people say that he doesn't, then you're just lying to yourself. Do you know what I mean? He says he's not into it for money. But yeah, all he does is fucking...
Sunday.
All he does is go on about, oh, buy a super sticker or fucking join this, join that, fucking $12.99 or $8.99 or whatever it is a month. And so, but I know what it can be like if you kind of, again, for want of a better word, get cast under his spell. Because you see, I'm someone that takes people on face value. You know what I mean? I don't like lying. I'm not very good at lying. And I don't like being horrible to people. And I don't like taking advantage of people. Do you know what I mean? That's happened to me in the past. And I know it feels horrible. And granted, people make mistakes. And then them people make up for the mistakes. Which is, hey, we're all human, do you know what I mean? But Decca will just keep doing the same thing over and over, manipulating people into the narrative that he wants them to believe. And so that's why I do videos about him, pointing out the things I know, because I'm hoping someday, even if it's just one or two people that support him, if they end up understanding what he's actually like. Do I think he's all bad? No. But he's one of those people that you cannot trust. You know what I mean? In a business sense. Or with women. And you can tell with the way he conducts himself that's true. Do you know what I mean? You've got to think to yourself, he's basically a 39 or 40 year old who's still living at home and has the fucking cheek to say to other people like that, Simon, and people like that, oh, what have you achieved in your life? Fucking hell, Decca, I'm telling you something, he's fucking achieved a lot more than you have, because at least he's fucking moved out of his fucking mum and dad's house and getting on with his own life. So for you to start fucking saying about, oh, what have you done in your life, is ridiculous. When you're still in fucking same house that you was on the tit on. You know what I mean? You've never had kids. never moved out of your mum and dad's house, you think that fighting's the be-all and end-all of everything. But if that's all you can do in your life, throw a couple of fucking punches, then trust me, that isn't no big fucking life achievement. And then you get the people, like I say, you do get the people that defend him, and I know where they're coming from, because I used to do it. But then, how much fucking proof do you need that the lads are fucking wrong? And I don't even put the nonce thing to one side. Do you know what I mean? But just look at the other stuff. He's a classic fucking example of someone that you couldn't fucking trust. Fuck me, still lives at home with his mum and dad. He said, oh, it's because I love my mum and dad. And I'm like, yeah, but everyone loves their mum and dad. Well, most people. But one of the best things you can do for your mum and dad is showing that they've brought someone up that can stand on their own 2 feet and lead an independent life. Do you know what I mean? So, and if you cared that much about your mum and dad, you wouldn't fucking still be there after all trouble. I mean, and to be honest, I think like I say it how I think it is. You know what I mean? Say it how I see it. I think the things that's happened at your house, people coming to your house and fucking smashing windows and that sort of thing, is despicable. It's not on. Not good at all. You know what I mean? And they shouldn't have done it. And no one will make me believe they should have. But you still stay with them, even though you know what shit it's going to bring to your door. Because again, it's all about Decca Heggie, not about how anyone else feels. And so yeah, they shouldn't have come to your house and stuff like that. But when you piss people off, you know what I mean, you can't tell what the reaction is going to be. And so they decide to get a bit pissed off and probably do stuff they shouldn't. But again, Decca, you should know exactly what that's like. And she spent most of your fucking life doing stuff you shouldn't. And then on a video today, now tell me in the comments if you agree with these people. Now I don't like grasses. I've been grassed on myself before for stuff, and I fucking hate grasses. The fucking lowlifes. But he said in his mind a grass is as bad as a nonce. No fucking way is a grass as bad as a nonce. Yeah, fucking grasses are out of order, but you can't fucking compare the two. There's no way you can say that grass is just as bad as a nonce. And if you do think that, you're fucking deluded. And then you say that about, oh, you went to police about this and that. Fuck me, have you not done the fucking same thing? Because that's what you fucking said you had on your videos. But you say, I think you don't remember half that shit that you said, do you? Because that's the trouble, it is mostly shit. You've lost all your credibility as a human being. If this shuts off suddenly, guys, it's just because the battery's gone, but I'll keep talking until the battery does go. And like I say, the people that still support him, even if you chuck this nonce thing to one side, he still fucking did the Cashman thing. Fact, he's still lying about that Amy fucking stuff. Fact. he does have a fucking predatory way about him around women, fact. But yet, you still think that's fine. You know what I mean? You still think he's a fucking sound lad. Well, in my book, that isn't a fucking sound lad. But I guarantee sooner or later, unless you're wrong on yourself, sooner or later, you'll fucking see that Decca's not to be trusted. Right, guys, the battery didn't run out. We're home. Have a good one, guys. See you later.